Hi, welcome to Artist Academia. Today we're going to learn how to draw Tanjiro Kamado from the anime Demon Slayer. So to begin, I'm going to start by drawing the side of his face. So I'm going to start by drawing a nice curve like that. And then I'm going to draw a nice curve like this for his cheek. I'm going to come down straight a little bit. I'm going to draw a straight line right here. And then I'm going to do a curve for his chin. And then a slight curve, linking these lines up. So now you have the side of his face right here and the bottom. Next, I'm going to draw in his nose. So I'm going to do a line right around here, close to where his cheek is, and then do a curve, and then bring the line up like that. So that's his nose. Next, I'm going to draw his mouth. So I'm going to draw a curve like this, and then another little curve for his bottom lip. And then I'm going to draw his eyes. So I'm going to draw a nice big curve like that, and another one like that. And the same thing over here, big curve up here, and another curve down there. And I'm going to draw a circle for both irises, like that. And then a smaller circle in the middle for the pupil. And the upper part of his eyes, I'm going to thicken so that it looks more like he has eyelashes. So I'm just going to thicken up a little bit right here with my pen. Just like that. Great job. So next, let's do his ear. So his ear's going to start over here. Do a nice curve like that. Do a line right there. And I'm going to do a nice curve in the middle to show the inner part of his ear, like that. Then for his eyebrows, I'm going to make two curves above his eyes. So do a nice curve like that. And a nice curve like that. And I'm going to draw some little lines here. I'm going to thicken these up just a little bit, not too much. Just do little lines like that. Next, I'm going to draw in his neck and his earrings. So I'm going to draw a little dot right here where his earring goes in. Draw a line, and then a rectangle here for his earrings. And then you're going to see part of his earrings on the other side. So another line, line, line. That's the other earring on the other side. And then I'm going to draw a line here for the back of his neck, and a line here for the front of his neck. And then I'm going to draw in his hair. So I'm going to draw a big curve that's going to come around like this near his eye over here on the right. And then bring it back. There's going to be 2 points to this part of his hair. Like that. And then bring another big curve all the way up to here. There's a big swoop of hair that's coming down into his face. And then I'm going to draw some zigzag lines a little bit, the top of his hairline. And then I'm going to draw the hair over here. So I'm going to start by drawing a curve like this. And then I'm going to come up, almost like you're drawing a wave. It's gonna come up to a point, and it's gonna swoop up into another point, and swoop back like this. So it's just a lot of curves. And we're gonna do another big swoop, another swoop, another one. And then for top of his head, do a nice big curve. It's gonna come up like that. So it curves and then curves the other way. And then curves like that. Curve like this, like that. Another big curve, smaller curve. And we're gonna do another one when we go in and out. So it comes down and then it comes out like that. And then a curve, another curve, smaller curve. And this again is gonna come in and out. So down and out like that. Another little curve. Another curve like that. And then we're gonna have a little hair. So 2 little curves there. There's a little bit more hair there. And then another big swoop, smaller curve. And then lastly, these curves down here. So good job. It's a little challenging getting all of his hair. It goes in many different directions. And then now I'm gonna start drawing his clothes in. So he has a collar, so I'm gonna draw a line here. And then another line, and another line, like that. And he has a cloak that he wears that's checkered. So I'm gonna start here and draw a line. And then I'm gonna draw a big curve right here. And then a little curve right here. And then another curve for his shoulder. And then I'm going to draw a line all the way down here. And another line. And another line at a different angle. And then I'm going to come up with a little curve here. And it's going to curve around like this. I'm going to show his hand's going to be here holding his sword. So his arm's going to be coming down like this. So to show that, I'm going to draw a line going back like that. And then I want to show the crease of where his arm is. So draw a line like this at an angle, and then another line, another line, another line. And this just shows like the crease where his armpit is, and now you can start to see where his arm is. And then I'm gonna draw a nice curve here, 2 lines. So this is his shirt that's underneath his cloak. And then you can draw a line here and a line here. So this is now the whole right side of his cloak shown here. And next I'm going to draw his other side of the cloak. So to do that, I'm going to start by drawing a line here and then here. And I'm going to leave a break. This is where his sword's going to be. So I'm going to draw a curve here and then a line. And then right here, I'm going to draw his belt. So I'll do a nice line across, another line across, a line up, and then line here, and I'm going to draw a little tiny rectangle here for the belt buckle, and then draw a nice rectangle in here like this. So that's this belt buckle. And then I'm gonna draw a line here. And draw another angled line like this. Another line again. I'm gonna leave a space here for the sword. Slight curve here, and then draw a mostly straight line coming down here. And so this is the other side of his cloak. And then I'm gonna draw his sword. So the sword's gonna come up an angle like this. So to show the top of the sword. So it's gonna be just this nice rectangle at an angle like that. And then draw a line, line, and another line at an angle. And then another line right there. And a line across like that. And then line here, line here, line here. And then I'm gonna draw some diamonds for the pattern. And again, same thing up here. So next I'm gonna draw in his hand, which is holding the sword. So to do that, I'm gonna draw a loop up here for his thumb, and then do a nice curve to bring it back. And then I'm gonna do a line and a line for his thumbnail. And then I'm gonna draw a line here and here. And then I'm gonna do some loops, some nice curves for his fingers, and then lines coming up part of the way in between them. So now it looks like his hand is going around the belt a little and holding the sword in place. Next, I'm gonna draw, he has some buttons here. So I'm gonna draw some ovals. There's one here, there's one here, and then there's one toward the top. And then I'm gonna draw in one here, and then not do it super straight, but kind of just show the edge where these buttons are holding everything together. And then bring that line down like this. I'm gonna do a few lines just to show like the folds of the fabric. And then to finish up showing this side of his cloak, I'm gonna do a nice line just like that. And then another one parallel to it coming up all the way here, and then go at an angle like that. So there's a couple more details that I want to add. Should do a few lines here. There's a little bit here for, I think it's a pocket or whatever, somewhere, some part of his garment that he's wearing. And then his earrings. So I'm gonna draw a circle up here, and then a half circle at the bottom, and then draw some lines for the sun rays that are on his earrings. And this one you're not gonna see as much, so I'm just gonna do that half circle and then show some lines coming out of it, like that. And then he has this whole checkered pattern on his robe, so I'm gonna draw that in. Start drawing a curved line like this, and then another, bring this in over here, that, and then start drawing in the lines perpendicular to that. So they should meet up, these lines, and that'll create that nice checkered pattern. And then draw here, here, here. Bring that checkered pattern across the sleeve that. And then bring it down this way. So first I'll do these lines and then come back like that. And then I'll bring it down further, down this way, do some parallel lines like that. And then we just need to do the other side. This one is simpler because we drew this line in first. So this part not going to be checkered. But we start drawing these parallel lines for all the checkers on his rope, like that. Lastly, before I forget, I need to draw in his scar, very important, on his forehead. So to do that, draw a line here, just curve like that, another pointy curve like this, coming up and back like that, and then another one over here, and then curve. So it's gonna be a lot of like curves and points like that. Just a lot of like little curves put together. So there you go. That's how to draw Tanjiro Kamado from the anime Demon Slayer. Thank you so much for joining me. Great job, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss another art lesson.